You guys about my labor experience. Um, I and I'm gonna be. I just want to be, of course, transparent and also know that I am very not into like medicine and all that fun stuff. It kind of scares me. Like medicine be scaring me, and I just be having to thug it because all the pitocin and all that fun stuff. Like I got all of that, epidural, all that. I was like, oh, I'm about to go in and natural birth and like, but no. Everybody's different. I'm gonna always say this when it comes to the mommy content. Everybody's different. Everybody's body's different, and I just feel like I don't know. When I was looking up YouTube content, and it's me going on a tangent real quick. When I was going on looking up YouTube content, it was just like one, it wasn't a lot of people that look like me, like, you know, relatable, look like me. And it wasn't a lot of people that weren't like fear baiting. Like, when people just post something just to scare you, don't even have a real like reason behind it. Like they be like, oh, I was scared that this was gonna happen, so you should be scared too. Like then it didn't even happen. So like it was just too much. And so I actually like turn that off from all my YouTube channel because I just could not. Like people are so negative, and I just like was like, oh my gosh, like who wants all this negativity in their pregnancy? Like what the heck? So I'm just tell you, I'm not gonna do that. Even with my friends, my line sisters, I do not do that. When they are about to go into labor or they are pregnant, I would just say blessings and I hope everything goes well. If you have questions, you can ask me. But like all I can give you is my experience. Everybody think their experience is like the ultimate experience. Everybody different. Okay? So let's just keep that in mind. All right. Back to the original tea. Had a interesting labor experience, I would say. I enjoyed it. I would of course yeah, of course, gain the biggest blessing. But I had an interesting and a really good experience. So I went to the OBGYN about a week before my due date, and I they're like, oh, we're gonna just schedule you for an induction day, just in case. And I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to get induced. Like I'm gonna try to figure out how he's gonna come out. We're gonna give him this, notice to exit. So I went home and I just started walking. I was curb walking. I was bouncing on a yoga ball, doing the exercise. My sister sent me this YouTube video. I'll link it below. I was doing all those squats and everything. And my boyfriend was like, what the heck? I was like, yeah, look, I'll put the video here. I was doing everything, okay? Really trying. But babies come when they're ready. So I just had to, wait it out. But he ended up coming a day after his due date. And it ended up being after a holiday. So I I was just chilling, cooking, and around 10 p.m. I was feeling like these contractions and I started timing them. And it was like every 5 minutes, roughly, because your body is not perfect. So don't try to time your body perfectly. But yeah, it was about every 5 minutes, and it was up until 11. So it was a whole hour of that happening. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should call. So I called the nurse hotline, and they're like, you've been having a contraction for an hour? Yeah, come in. So I came in, and they were like, your water didn't break, but it ruptured. So my water was like seeping through. That's why it wasn't like the movies. It wasn't like a gush of like water or anything like that. It was like literally a slow drip. So I just thought it was like discharge. So I got there and they're like, yeah, you're about to go in labor, so let's take you to L&D. So I went to labor and delivery. My mom was there. She was me and my boyfriend, we had already had our hospital bags packed. So we were going around 11:30. My mom was already there when we got there. So that was great. And then yeah, so we got to labor and delivery, and it was big. It was nice. I put the picture up there. It was like, if I would have known, we would have brought an air mattress, because you know they were sleeping on the couch. I'm like, dang, I'll put that picture there too. But yeah, it was a really nice experience. It was actually the hospital that I was born in, so I was loving it. It was really like a full circle moment, kind of. And yeah, so ended up they ended up letting me labor for a while. Like, they let me labor for a while, and I they were like, oh, eat. They were like, eat something. So I just ordered like a little breakfast. I was like, labor gonna be quick, like whatever. So I had like a piece of bacon, and because I had steak and stuff right before I got there. So I guess it was like around 9, or no, wait, I don't know what time it was. Long story short, they let me order food, and I ordered food, and I didn't eat that much, and that, I would say, is the biggest mistake I could have ever made, because don't forget, you're still pregnant, so you're still gonna be hungry. So I was so hungry, I was crying because I was so hungry, but that's besides the point. I just had to let y'all know that. So yeah, so they let me labor, but I was like only like 4 centimeters dilated. So they're like, all right, we're about to speed this up. So they were like, we're gonna give you something. It wasn't Pitocin yet. It was like something. I don't remember what it was called. But they were like, this is gonna like accelerate your contractions, but it's not Pitocin. So, but it's probably another formula. I don't look, I was in labor, so just bear with me. They gave me something to like speed it up. So I ended up contracting. I'm like, oh, okay, I can handle this. Like, my mom was like, thug it out so you can't anymore. So I was like, okay. Then they gave me something else, and that, y'all, I was like, where's the epidural? Needed. The lady came in, and I was like, I don't need that, I'm good. And then 5 minutes later, I was like, please call her back. I need her. So